Good morning. Happy Friday. How is everyone doing this morning? It's still kind of stormy here in Florida, so I'm still sitting at my desk today for this morning's message, and it is a big day. Full Moon Friday and Flower Friday. So I have our Flower Friday card, but before I get to that, I wanted to talk briefly about the full moon. So, as you all know, I follow the Vedic system of astrology currently. I still think there's a lot of benefits to the tropical, but for me, I'm really being drawn to practice and work with the Vedic system. It just is really fitting in with my life, and it's very much in alignment with what's going on currently for me and the global community as well. So that's what feels good to me right now. You know, that's a big thing. Go with what feels good to you. So the full moon in the Vedic system is in Scorpio. Now, if you are not sure about that whole idea and you really are feeling more drawn to go with the tropical system where the full moon is in Sagittarius, I'm going to point you in the direction of a dear friend of mine, Autumn Seibel, with Golden Otter Divination. She has some amazing rituals for the full moons and the new moons. She follows the tropical system. I've worked with her and her system before. She is phenomenal. Adore her. And even if you follow the Vedic system and you join her membership, you will still have the rituals for each of the different constellations. So it would be beneficial either way. So I will remind you of her information in the description. Okay, so Scorpio. So Scorpio is a little bit of a secretive sort of energy to Scorpio. So if you and it's an eclipse. So eclipses are guideposts for us to pay attention, to really take a look at certain areas of our life and to harmonize those aspects within our lives. So where are you keeping secrets from yourself or others? What parts of you are hidden in the darkness right now? You know, we also have multiple planets, personal planets, big ones in retrograde. So we're really being pushed and guided to look at aspects of our life that are not in harmony with our true purpose. They're not in harmony with what is beneficial to us and those around us. This particular full moon eclipse is also in an area of the sky that relates to authority. So maybe looking at where you have authority over others or where others have authority over you. Is that feeling good? Is it out of balance? Is it out of harmony? Are there, secret agendas involved? Is there energies that are not of the highest vibration at play as well? So really, really taking a close look, an honest look, a radically honest look at those aspects of yourself. It's also not a time to start something new. So if you are thinking about starting a business or starting a new relationship or some new beginning in your life, this minute is not the best time to start. It's kind of like starting something. I'm trying to think of an example. So it would be similar to, starting a, a business. Like, let's just say you would like to open up a restaurant right now during this pandemic. And you thought, oh, I'm going to start that we're going to set an open date for this week. Probably not the best time for you to start a business of that sort, just because you're going to have so many roadblocks and you're going to have so many struggles. It's just going to be really, really difficult to get it going and to become successful. However, if you are looking to make a change that's of a spiritual nature, it's not in the material world necessarily. It's a very heart-centered or spiritual decision, then the outcome may be positive. This would be an auspicious time for that sort of decision or change, but not necessarily when it comes to the physical world. So hopefully that's helpful to you if you do have one of those two areas in your life that you're looking to change or expand or grow in. All right, so that's the full moon forecast. If you are looking to do some sort of a full moon ritual or practice, there is a mantra that goes along with this particular lunar eclipse, and I am getting this information from James Kelleher. He's a really well-known, very well-respected Vedic astrologer, and the mantra is Om Indraya Namah. And hopefully I'm saying that correctly, but if you are looking to, somewhat harness the energy or really be in tune with the energy of this eclipse, if you say that 3 times under the energy of the full moon or more, I like to do things in 3s, and most people don't really want to do it for too long, but start with 3 or do it for however long feels good to you. Just like really just tuning into that energy of the moon would be really, really cool, especially if the skies are clear and you can see it, which is awesome. It's a strawberry moon. It's the lunar eclipse that's closest to the summer solstice, so it's also a super moon, so it's going to appear rather large in the sky. So it's a powerful moon. All right, on to our flower for today. For our Flower Friday flower, here you go, the Royal Poinciana. It activates conviction, and its message is ask for what you want. Okay, so that's a big one right now. There's a lot of energy around this happening in the world, in the United States in particular. For us to just get really, really clear and be really, really honest about what we want, know what we want. Do you have a habit of keeping quiet or settling for less than you want? Royal Poinciana provides an infusion of confidence, certitude, encouraging us to think big, be bold, and go after exactly what we want. It dissolves meekness and shyness, unworthiness and shame, and a lackadaisical attitude or a lack of motivation. It magnifies clarity, decisiveness, laser focus, asking for what you want without hesitation, thinking big, taking on challenges, whatever it takes, conviction. Wow, that's a pretty powerful flower. And I love how it's, again, we're kind of with that sort of like pinwheel sort of flower this week, which is fascinating. And then there's this, you've got a little bit of that yellow color, which is all about like, empowerment, like self-empowerment. And then you've got a little bit of white, that's to me, that is a divine connection, but it's also like a clean slate. It's an opportunity for you to craft a different way of being. You've got a little bit of the green here too, a little bit of heart energy, a little bit more of the yellow. So just a gorgeous, gorgeous flower going into the weekend after a really heavy week and a lunar eclipse today. And look at that and get messages from it yourself. Like, what do you feel? How does it make you feel? What is it bringing up within you when you see this flower? And, any thoughts that come in, when you first saw it, if something struck you like, oh, wow, like that makes me feel really warm, or that made me feel a little uneasy, pay attention to whatever feelings come up and where they show up, because those are messages specifically for you. All right, I hope you enjoyed this Flower Friday and Full Moon Friday. A lot of F's there. And I wish you the most wonderful weekend. Remember, we learn from one another. So if you feel drawn to share, I would appreciate it. And I'm sure they would too. I will be back here on Monday. So I will see you then. Bye for now.